Hello, Washington FBLA. Welcome back to another episode of CareerCast, providing members with a peek into their future as industry professionals and FBLA alumni share how their FBLA journey or business background has shaped their careers and continues to guide their future. My name is Samyukta Krishnan, and I'm serving as your West Central Region Vice President this year. Joining us today is Emily Williams, who was previously Alabama FBLA State President and is now a Collegiate FBLA member. Before we get into our first question, Emily, could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, I'm Emily Williams. I served as the 2021-2022 FBLA Collegiate of State of Alabama President. I have also been a member of FBLA since I was in eighth grade, and it has been about 7 years running that I've been with FBLA. So I've been with it for a very good while.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe 8 years. I didn't even have the opportunity to know what FBLA was back in like eighth grade. That's crazy.
Yes.
Let's just get into our first question. What were some unique opportunities or experiences that Collegiate FBLA offers that weren't exactly available to you in high school? And what was the transition like from being, like, I guess, Alabama state president to then moving on to being a Collegiate FBLA member?
So coming from being a collegiate member to an FBLA collegiate direct member, it allowed me more convenience, especially with moving forward in work and also with school, just having that flexibility of not specifically having to go to as many chapter meetings, but as a virtual member, being able to step aside and take charge myself and kind of guiding my own FBLA experience.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense. Because with FBLA, when you're in high school, there's like you have to go to those chapter meetings, and it's great to have that chapter bond, but then that flexibility sounds like really amazing. And then how has collegiate FBLA and even high school FBLA helped you transition into like a professionalism and your specialized field within your college major?
So business is in every business. So every business is in business of making money. So leadership skills are definite in every organization, no matter how high up on a chain you are or how lower you are. They all associates gravitate to a leader. So having someone even in a lower ranking position that can lead and motivate a whole entire team is very crucial to the success of any organization or business.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about collegiate FBLA, so when you guys have those like workshops, and are those like in any case similar to what you had in high school, or what are like the different things you can take away from those?
So in Collegiate a lot more, we focus specifically on resume building and a lot of career specific workshops that we can attend. So we have resume critiquing where you sit down with individual different advisors and members within the FBLA community and just really work and critique your resume to your specific needs.
I mean, yeah, resume is like super important, especially
Yes.
once you get onto like getting internships and like jobs and things like that. We're actually doing that within our Washington FBLA group this year, where we're throwing out a resource for resumes for, again, high school internships and things like that. But I mean, that's so cool that you guys do workshops for resume building because that's definitely super important. And then going on to talk about like how is collegiate FBLA supported like networking with maybe even like industry professionals or your potential employers?
So for FBLA Collegiate in the fall, there is a fall career connections conference where you get to go and listen to different speakers that come in, and you can go to different workshops. And it's all kind of a more career focused than in the summer where there's the National Leadership Conference. In the fall, it's specifically like career based. So it's not more as engaging with the competition. It's more like specifically focused on just building your career and preparing you for as you transition from the collegiate level into the workforce.
Could you tell me more about what that atmosphere is like within your like conferences and things like that?
So everyone there at the conference is just really wanting to grow and learn together, and then that also springs from many opportunities with networking and then just growing together.
Yeah. And then generally like from again like separately from high school and then from collegiate FBLA, what were some skills and lessons you took away from being in FBLA that maybe you can apply on a day-to-day basis and then of course within your major and career?
So one thing that FBLA has most definitely taught me is don't be afraid to speak up. If there's something that you see going on, whether it's um, something small or something major, just don't be afraid to speak up and just address any concerns that you have. If it's whether you're wanting to learn something new or whether it's something that's usually like, hey, this isn't right, just take that kind of jump and just absolutely go for it.
I mean, I totally agree with that. I mean, running for state office for me, I didn't even think I'd end up doing it. And then it was so fun. And I honestly hope that I get to continue going on to Collegiate FBLA because, I mean, FBLA has taught me so much too. Do you have any like fun stories you could share with us about FBLA memories or even like funny?
So one of like a more personal story with FBLA is that I started when I was in eighth grade, and then closer when I was in my junior year of high school, I convinced my sister to join FBLA with me, and she herself carried it along into college as well, and she even placed at the national level when she was in one of her competition events. And the best part about that story, because I really love sharing it, is the fact that she's not a business major. She is a computer science major with a concentration in cybersecurity. So that just goes to show how FBLA is not focused on business as much as it is for leadership. So it's not specifically for business majors.
I mean, that is actually the whole point of like this initiative this year is to make sure that people know that what we learned from FBLA can be applied in any field because I myself am not going to be a business major, but I'm going to be a computer engineering major. So, but there's still so much you can like take from FBLA from those leadership skills to public speaking skills. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I love that story. That's so inspiring that your sister would take after you like that. Do you have any like advice to give current FBLA members that are maybe thinking about joining FBLA as a high schooler or middle schooler, and then those who are leaving high school this year and maybe still thinking about whether they want to join collegiate FBLA or not?
I would definitely say for high schoolers to continue it going into college because another thing that many high schoolers don't realize, especially going into FBLA Collegiate, is or the scholarship opportunities that FBLA does offer.
Yeah, I mean, FBLA is honestly for me been such a great experience, and I think that it gives you so many opportunities to grow yourself, especially within those like competitive events, like learning what you can do to make yourself a better public speaker. Because I think a big part of FBLA is like learning how to take, even as a shy person, because I was not really talkative when I was younger, and kind of joining FBLA allowed me to find my voice. And I know that a lot of FBLA members look up to seniors and collegiate FBLA members, kind of hoping to like find their voice too. So yeah, definitely. So that was your previous Alabama State President, Emily Williams. Thank you, Emily, for joining us today. If those of you watching have any questions about today or any other questions you'd like to see answered by FBLA alumni or industry representatives, feel free to reach out to any of us on the State Officer team. Make sure to follow at WAFBLA on Instagram to stay updated on all of our future CareerCast episodes. See you next month!